congregation, serve in the face of the congregation. Looking what we're doing this morning, kind of reflects this way, because I can't understand for the life how we get cut up all week long and come to church. I think God will blow the doors open.
Right.
We just can't plan. Now I think it does something to the individuals that are standing here, knowing that you have cut up all week. And now you're crying, asking the Lord, trying to usher the Lord in, but He's not coming. Because our praise has to be pure.
Yes.
Our praise has to be honest. We have to enter into the state where we find the true worship. I'm kind of tired of just doing things just to be doing things. I want you to be committed to the Lord as you are to the things that are not of God. We're more committed to things that will not bring us a harvest than to things that will bring us a harvest. I don't know, don't get me wrong, I've been in the world and I've done some worldly things. But one thing I had the initiative and to understand that I will not play with the Lord.
All right.
And it would not be right of me if I did not warn you for the soul that comes forth. That God is tired of us in our ministry. There's only so many times He's going to pull you out of your mess.
All right.
And the majority of our mess is self-inflicted. We're doing it to ourselves. We told you the definition of insanity last night. Some of y'all weren't there, so I'm going to tell you again today. The definition of insanity is someone doing the same thing over again and expecting a different result.
Yes.
That's the definition of insanity. Some of us are doing the same thing over and over again and trying to get a different result. We haven't realized that 4 plus 3 does not add up to 8. Regardless of how you count it on your fingers or how you scratch it on that paper, it's still 7.
Yes.
And until you can get the right answer to the equation, you're going to end up with the same result. Some of us have found Facebook as a way to alleviate our grievance. But you still turn around and go back and do the same thing. Some of us even write false statements on Facebook to make people think that we're living a certain way and doing a certain way and being better than what we really are. But if they knew the truth about us,
yes, you preaching all
they would know that we are doing the same thing over and over again.
Yes, sir.
Looking for a man to give you joy.
Jesus.
Looking for a woman to give you joy. Getting happiness for a moment of time, but happiness is fleeting. It doesn't last long.
That's right.
Don't hang around a long time. It just comes around for a little while and then it's gone. But when you get joy,
yes,
joy down on the inside that is unspeakable, that does not come from a man or a woman or a drug, a job, a house, a car.
Come on.
Can't nobody take that from you.
Right.
We talked about hope last night, and we're living in a hopeless generation.
Yes.
People don't have a lot to live for nowadays. People don't have a lot to hope for nowadays because they're being beat down by society. They're being beat down by the people around them. They call themselves their friends. And most of all, they're being beat down by family, the ones that said that they love them.
Yes.
How can you cut me and and look at me again, swear in my face and say you love me. I don't believe you. I call you the devil's lie. Because you don't hurt somebody that you love.
All right.
You don't do somebody wrong that you love.
Yes.
You don't walk over somebody that you love and expect them to keep laying down and let you walk over them.
Right.
Love is done in deed
And in
action. Words mean nothing. They're just flattery. But when you show me that you love me,
yes,
then we can talk about the situation. God is good.
all the time.
Message that we preached before, I'm going to go ahead and say a little stuff, and then we're going to get on out the way. My spirit is willing, but the body got a lot taken out of it last night. But I feel impressed to say this morning. That if we don't recognize before now where our help comes from, I'm perplexed this morning. So, you know, the boxers used to say, we used to hear the boxers when I was young. The boxers used to say, Muhammad Ali made a quote one time. He said that when you're in the boxing match, Brother Jeremy, they hit you, and when you get, you know how you get tagged and you get that good lick and you're weary on your feet. He said there's a door that opens up, and there's a hallway that comes down, and in that door is nothing but darkness. He said you can walk down the hallway, but you don't want to enter in that door.
All right.
A lot of times we trying to go with places with people that we don't want to enter into. We're walking down the hallway. We get to the door, and we find ourselves walking in darkness with them.
Yes.
Thinking that the light that is in us is going to shine strong enough that they would be able to take hope to the light. But what we fail to realize is that both of us just entered in the dark.
Yes.
Blind leading
the
blind. I got enough power to call on the Lord. Well, not when you're in darkness, you don't. How can two walk together except they agree? Let us turn to the book of Mark this morning. I'm going to do my best to be short and brief. If the Lord says thing. Book of Mark, 4th chapter. We're only going to use one verse for the text this morning.
Amen.
We almost went with that sermon, closed mouths don't get fed, but hadn't seen the work of this church yet. We're going to save it for another day. Mark 4 and 39, when you have it, say amen.
Amen.
If you have it and you can get on, you rest in your feet, rise to your feet this morning and rest in your feet. Someone read that scripture for me, Mark 4, 39.
Mark 4 and 39 reads, And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm.
He arose and rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. We'd like to talk to you this morning from the very text of Jesus can calm your storm.
All right.
You may take a seat.
Amen.
Jesus can calm your storm.
Yes.
For Jesus, this day of both significant teaching and considerable teaching, he is sought by concerned friends, his mother and half-brother, and is accused of being demon-possessed by some who think that he is not in his right mind.
Yes.
Anybody ever told you that you were losing your mind
Uh-huh.
because they didn't understand what you were going through?
Yes.
So they thought that he was not in his right mind. These things, along with performing miracles, leave Jesus physically and mentally tired. Mark indicates that he shows significant fatigue from incessant interruptions and distractions by the people pursuing him. Yet he is unselfishly giving himself to serve others. Because of the large crowd still gathering around him, he tells his disciples to take him in their small boat to the quieter region of Perea and the Sea of Galilee.
All right.
Anybody ever had so much noise going on around them that they just needed to get away?
Yes.
I heard Minister Eric said this morning that he just likes to be by himself, because sometimes when you're by yourself, you don't have to worry about nobody interrupting you. You don't have to worry about nobody messing with you. And when you're by yourself, you don't have to be polite, because you don't have to communicate with anybody when you don't feel like talking, because you're all by yourself.
Yes.
Sometimes people can cause you to be stressed out, because they bring all of their troubles and their trials and their tribulations to the conversation, and sometimes you just want to be left alone.
Yes.
Have you ever been at the house to where you just didn't want no company?
Yes.
As soon as the doorbell rings, you were like, oh my God, who is that at the door?
Yes.
And sometimes you didn't even want to open the door. You just peek out the peephole trying to see who it is, and you say, well, they ain't come back. I know I showed to it with the Jehovah's Witness. They be ringing the doorbell, and I be peeping at them. I'm not finna open this door, because I don't want to hear what they try to tell me. I know they finna tell me that heaven on earth. If heaven is on earth and I'm going through hell down here on this earth, I know I ain't in heaven.
All right, Pastor.
Well, heaven said we're going to be a lovely place. We're going to be a peaceful place.
Yes.
We're not to worry about no more crime. We're not to worry about no more dying. When I'm in heaven, everything's supposed to be all right.
All right.
On board the ship, Jesus falls asleep on a pillow. An item normally found amongst the first furnishings of that size of a boat. Now he's getting ready to cross over the Sea of Galilee, a lake only 8 miles wide. Would not seem difficult at first glance. Yet its unique geography produces a greatly varying climate.
Yes.
Have you ever looked at something and said that it would be easy to do? And then when you started doing it, you found out how difficult it was? I know men can relate to this, because we never read the instructions on putting anything together.
All right.
We lay the picture out and put the pieces together, and we grab the parts and we start putting it together. Then we get down to a point where something don't match up. Now we want to start reading the directions and try to, well, we don't want to take it all back apart. We just want to find that piece where we messed up at.
Right.
Here the disciples and Jesus finding themselves getting ready to cross on Galilee, and they see that it was only 8 miles wide, so we should find no difficulty in crossing this Sea of Galilee.
Yes.
Now, in this in that area today.
All right.
Anybody like bananas? And that's what we get our bananas from this area today. And it also has a very high elevation, which produces chilling wind and air. And on this day, it was not unusual for a sudden windstorm to appear on the Sea of Galilee during the evening hour.
All right.
The warm tropical air from the lake surfaces rises and meets the cold air from the nearby hills that results in turbulence, stirring up great waves, which make boating extremely treacherous.
Yes.
Now you know that you're going into dangerous waters. But because what's behind you drives you to want to go to the other side.
All right.
A lot of times when God tells us to do something, he shows us the beginning and he shows us the end. He never shows us the going through part.
Yes.
And the first thing that we say that when we get into our storms, Sister Stephanie,
my Lord,
Jesus, you didn't show me this part of it. I was shouting off the victory, but I didn't know that the victory was going to come at a price.
My Lord.
And what the problem is, nowadays, people are not willing to pay the price. They want the finished product, but they don't want to pay the price of getting the product.
Yes.
We have people today who want a brand new car, but they don't want to pay the car note.
You sure right.
We got people today who want a brand new house, but they don't want to pay the house note.
Yes, Lord.
People want brand new TVs, and people want jobs, and they don't want to go to work.
Jesus.
Find everything they can not to go to work. And the most important thing today is that I find people are looking for someone to love them. Love is what drives us all. And when we feel as though we are loved by somebody, and by the people that we love, sometimes they can put us in the middle of a storm.
Yes.
Storms just don't come all of a sudden. They build up from a little wind blowing. Then the wind gets stronger. The wind gets stronger. The waves get stronger, and the waves get stronger, and then we find ourselves almost shipwrecked. And when we're almost shipwrecked, we cannot probably find our way out. When we get shipwrecked in our storm, that is the time that we want to call on everybody, right, to come help us out.
Yes.
But I dare you to call on Jesus.
Yes.
When you're in the time of a storm.
All right.
How many of you know that it's just the wind blowing?
Yes.
We get nervous when the wind starts blowing. When somebody talk about us, we get a little nervous.
Well,
we get a little misunderstood.
Yeah.
We get our heart hurt and our mind perplexed.
Yes.
But that's just only the wind blowing.
All right.
And if you stay still in the wind time,
yes,
you'll be able to weather the storm.
Oh, yes.
I don't know about you this morning.
Yes.
But I've had some trials and some tribulations in my life.
Well,
sometimes I couldn't see my way out of what I was going through.
Yes, sir.
Didn't know how I was going to make it. Felt like my whole world was coming to an end.
Yes.
But I heard the Bible say that the wind and the water will rush in.
Oh, yes.
And if your house is not built on a solid rock, you shall be washed away.
Well,
but I come to tell you this morning, in the midst of your storm,
yes,
you can call on the name of Jesus.
Yes.
He is the only one that can calm your storm. In the Bible, Mark 4:39.
Yes.
tells me that a wind started blowing, and Jesus was traveling on the sea of Galilee.
Yes, sir.
He laid down on the lonely house and went to sleep on the boat. And sometimes when we're going through our trials and tribulations, we feel like Jesus has left us alone.
Yes.
And we start calling on everything and everybody to help us out of our storm.
Yes.
But how many of you realize that you got the storm from riding on the boat with you?
Yes, sir.
Just because he's making us sleep there,
Come on.
you don't have to pray, you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
You don't have to get upset. You don't have to get felt like you're being abused and misused.
Yes.
Because all you gotta do is look at the storm and say, peace, be still.
Yes, sir.
In the name of Jesus, I rebuke you right now, peace, be still.
Yes, sir.
I know some of you are going through the storm.
Yes.
And you don't want to give God the glory while you in the storm.
Come on.
But I tell you to call on His name this morning. You're sitting there right now, like you ain't got nothing going on. But while you're in the house of the Lord, I tell you to call on the storm come. His name is Jesus. He's the way maker. He's the burden down. He is my beginning, my end. Thank you. We're looking all right. As the wind was blowing, I can see in my mind, y'all. And the Frank was got a little disturbed. They said, why longer this wind is going on? I believe we're going to drown. But how many of you know this afternoon that it's not the power of the storm? When you look past the storm, you'll be able to see your victory. When we just don't call up, the wind blowing around us. You just don't distract it with everything going on. So you can look past the wind. So you can look past the wind and look toward the hills. And we touch your head up. All of my head. All of my head. All of my head. I'm from the Lord. I was one lost on the raging sea. I was sinking deep, all deep in sin. But I heard not to cry. He said, come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and all ye that are weary. You can come unto me. Whatever it is, God can fix it for me. Whatever it is, the Crystal, the Lord can work it out. Whatever it is, God can work it out. It may seem like a storm, but it's all for your victory. Look where the Lord brought me from. Look how He brought me out. Look how He brought me out. Should have been dead. This is my dream. Should have been gone a long time ago. It said I wouldn't make it. That I wouldn't amount to nothing. My own passion members said I wasn't going to be nothing. But I want to tell you today, if it had not been for the Lord, He let me in the middle of my storm. He let me in the middle of my storm. When my heart was aching, when my mind was troubled, when it felt like I lost everything, I still call on the name of the Lord. He is good. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. Yes, He is. Like I told you last night, I was in the crack house, y'all, smoking that crack cocaine. And if it had not been for the Lord, I know some of y'all think I've been good all my life because I'm preaching the word of the Lord. But I'm out on the street corner, rolling up the dollar bills, got that cocaine line. I was in a storm. Drugs had a hold on me, had me holding me down. Couldn't get nothing done. Always needed a fix. I was a functioning drug addict. I could go to work every day. I can act like normal people. But in the evening time and at lunch time, I was smoking weed. I was starting lines. But if it had not been for the Lord, who was on my side? If it had not been for the Lord, who taught me how I storm? Yes, He is.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yes, He is.
Hallelujah.
Yes, He is.
Yes, He is.
Yes, He is. He's worthy. To be praised. So when the storms of life are raging and you don't feel like you can go on, that is a name you can call. That is a full name. You may call my name and might not get no results, but if you call me, I guarantee you don't have to pray. Jesus says, I call on the Lord and He heard my cry. I called on Him in the morning and He was right there. I called on Him in the noonday and He was right there. I called on Him late in the evening and He was right there. I'm not the problem in the midnight hour and He was right there. When it don't seem like the Lord will hear your cry, just keep on calling. Keep on calling. Keep on calling. You'll be right there. Yes, He will. You know on time. He may not come when you want Him, but He'll be on time. When He gets there, it's the right time. I know some of you are having money. I know some of you are having household issues. I know some of you are having job issues. I know some of you are having relationship issues. Every time you think you're coming out, you see one thing and you got 3 more things to wait. When you think your relationship is rising to another level, you find yourself right now at the bottom level again, and you're trying to find out how can I make things better, how can I rise up to my potential. It is the people that I'm hanging around, it is the people that I'm involved with, but I'm trying to tell you that's the wind blowing. You got control over the storm. You can tell the storm be still. You can go ahead and do what you want to do, but I gotta get myself together, because there's gonna come a time when the Lord is gonna break through the sky. Will you be ready? Will you be ready for His return? Will you be ready when God says, I'm coming back after my own? I don't know about you this evening, but I'm tired of playing church. I'm tired of acting like everything's alright. My relationship sometimes is stolen from the floor. My house sometimes is stolen from the floor. We need to be honest with each other. And we're walking around just smiling like ain't nothing going on. Your heart is breaking on the inside. You got to listen to yourself and say, I know it's wrong. I know it's bothering me. I need to find a way to do something about it. You don't have to be true to nobody else, but you do have to be true to yourself. You're the only one that knows you besides God. And I'm tired of folks putting down their own self so that somebody else can feel good. You tell how they feel. You tell what they think. You tell what they want to do. Here I am. Here I am. Walking around in the storm. Here I am. Crying on the inside. Here I am. Crying on the inside. The storms of life are raging in my life. I need a breakthrough. I need a breakthrough.
Oh, yes, Lord Jesus. Yes, Lord Jesus.
I need a breakthrough.
Thank you, Lord.
I was trying to find all the right words.
Yes.
Because people want you to tell them all the right words.
Yes.
They don't want you to tell them the truth no more.
Right.
They get offended, Brother B, when you tell them that bothers me. I'm not comfortable with your actions. I'm not comfortable with what you do, but you want me to agree with you and go to hell with you. But you can go to hell all by yourself. I'm not going with you. It's time to stand up and quit going through the storms. Some of the storms that we're going through, we're causing our own selves to go through. But we got to realize that I am greater than what I am. So I'm right here right now. It's not my business point. It's just right now. And what I'm going through right now is not my business point. God got bigger and greater things for me. I may look like a fraud. I may look like a mess up. I may look like I ain't gonna make it. But that's all right. That's your opinion. But what you think about me, I'm not concerned with how you feel. I'm not concerned with what you think about me. I really don't want to know your opinion. All I want to know is how the Lord feels about me. And I'm ready to hear about it. And He knows the thoughts that He has toward me. And the thoughts are good and not evil. He knows what He wants me to have. And He knows how He wants me to have it. No longer will I be looked down in the wilderness. I'm coming out. Yes, I am. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming out with my hands up. And I'm going to be magnifying the Lord. Because praise is my breakthrough. Praise is my deliverance. Praise is how I'm going to make it. I heard the right hand. It's all dead. When the battle is over, I'm dancing right now. We're going to make it dancing right now. It confuses the enemy. They should be crying. They should be broke down. They should be wanting to quit. But I'm dancing right now. Even though it's cold, even though I don't feel good, I'm praising the Lord. I'm praising the Lord. Yeah! Yeah! Come on. Come on.
Yes, sir.
That He gave me.
Yes.
To let everything that have breath.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to bless this morning because I see a lot of you in here breathing.
Hello.
But you won't if you want and tell the Lord, thank you. He is the rescuer and He is the breath taker. You ought to be telling thank you with your last breath. You may not get another chance to tell the Lord I love you, but how good you be. I know you didn't right all the time. I messed up a whole lot of times. I did stuff to my temple that wasn't in your will. I did stuff to people that wasn't in your will. But while I was it's still running information. I'm going to lift my voice to Jesus and say, Lord, I thank you. Thank you for your loving time. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you because you've been good. You brought me out. You brought me out. You brought me out. Yes, you did. Should have been cut off of me. Should have been sitting in a cold grave. Been dead 3 times in my own life. Died on the operating table. In the hospital room. They come out to tell my wife we did for 45 minutes. Come out to tell her that he went on to be with the Lord. Ended up in there 2 hours in surgery. But how many of you know that the Lord got his hand kept around his people? Whatever you need, I know the Lord will provide. I don't know how my wife was, but I felt all right about it. I felt like I was in the arms of the Almighty God. But I heard the Lord say that you're working my ministry. You got to come on back on the other side. There's some work that needs to be done. And I'm going to tell you, Jesus, I'm struggling on this side that you might be saved. I'm struggling on this side that you might be saved. I'm struggling on this side that you might be saved. I'm struggling on this side that you might be saved. After a while, after a while, after a while, he gonna call you on home. And while you got your man serving him, you might as well use him. So after a while, one of these good old years, on that by and by, you may be crying over me while I'm sitting out up here. Don't cry for me because I'm already gone. Why do you fail? You still here in the and all your people, you won't change in your life. And all your people, you want the Lord. Make a way out of nobody. And the greatness is Jesus. You ought to be crying. You ought to be crying by now. You ought to be crying by now. You're doing the same thing over and over and over, and you still getting no better results. How about trying something different? How about trying something different? How about trying to feel up the Lord? How about saying I'm going to present my body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is already your reasonable service. If you ain't presenting your body, you're sinning against God. If you ain't presenting your body, you're sinning against His will. Because if you're not presenting your body to Him, you present it to the adversary. And God didn't make you to be used by the adversary. He made you for His purpose and to be used in His will. If you're not going to serve, you're going to have to serve somebody. And I want to introduce to you today the in-between point. There is a place there that the soul is going to go to while it's waiting on judgment. But there are two places. One is called heaven and the other is hell. While you're in hell on earth and you're dying on the hell, you ought to be ashamed of yourself because you're mistreating God. You're prostituting God on every hand and on every side. Lord, I want you to tell Him, Lord, I need you to bless me. I need you to bless me with this, and I need you to bless me with that. I need you to bless me with a car. I need you to bless me with a home. I need you to bless me with a job. But how about the scripture says, if you seek ye first the kingdom of God and all His righteousness, whatever you ask, all you gotta do is seek after the Lord while He may be found. There's no proper thing you're looking for Him, and you won't be able to be found. You're gonna call on His name and say, Lord, Lord. You're gonna turn around and say, Lord, Lord. What are you gonna do then when the fire breaks from the sky? What are you gonna do then when there is no more place to run? What are you gonna do then when there is no hiding place? I tell you to lift your hands to Him and say, Lord, here I am. You know my situation. Ain't nobody else gotta know it. You already know it. And if I stay right here, Jesus, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I need you right now. So I can't make it without you. I need you to meet me in the middle of my storm. I know the winds are blowing. I know the rain is falling. I know the tears are falling. I know my heart is empty. I know my mind is cold. I know I got a burden on my back. But Jesus is a mind regulator. He's a burden down. That's no living. That's my ear, that's my ear. The bread of life. The resurrection. Yes, He is. So when I lay down, Jesus is praying. You call my name and say, Spirit, His water body, put my body on you in the last day. And thank you. Thank you, Lord. Yes, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jesus. And your time to tell him thank you. Thank you, Lord. Oh, yes, Lord. It's your time to tell him thank you.